What's going on, world? You are listening to FRESHH Radio, where I bring you family, revolution, spirituality, edutainment, health, and hip hop all in one show. And today, I am your host, the young man Nuke. Just if you didn't know. And today, I have with me Mr. Larry D Bluford, and he is going to, man, he has something that a lot of people have been out there searching for and believe they found. And he says that he's found the fountain of youth. So I know that's an extraordinary claim, but we heard a lot of things here on the shows. But without further ado, I'm gonna let the man speak for himself. Larry, are you out there?
Yes, I am, Nuke.
Yes, sir. Larry. Yeah, Nuke, all day. Yes, sir. Larry, explain to the people, inform the people who you are first, and explain to the people what this fountain of youth is that you found.
Okay, Nuke, thank you very much. The introduction. My name is Larry Bluford, and yes, what I've done is created a new science that is not only going to create the fountain of youth, but is also going to create other miracle technologies. The first of all I want to say is that this all started with me rejecting the notion that that it's inevitable that we're going to die. This was a long time ago after I went through religion and I found out that wasn't the answer. So I was looking for the Holy Grail, and that led me to eventually find this new science that I call the Holy Grail, because it could do anything. It could do anything good, or it could do anything bad. And so in 2019, a month ago, I found the last piece of the puzzle. And so now,
okay,
I couldn't talk to you about this 2 months ago, but now I can talk to anybody about it because it's complete and it's ready to. I'm ready to implement it. And so what I've done is to finance it, I've created a trillion Utopia coins. And there's going to be an ICO for an initial coin offering for the coins in January 13th, 2020.
Okay.
Right now the coins are 0.00025 dollars. So that's if you purchase you get 1 million coins for $25. That's how I'm going to finance it. So when the ICO starts, if it goes at $1, that'll be $1 trillion. And right now Bitcoin is about $10,000. So if mine goes up just $1, that'll be $1 trillion. So I'm gonna do a lot of things with that, with this new science, and I'm gonna end homelessness. I'm going to cure all diseases, and I'm gonna do this by that money that I get from the ICO. I'll be able to hire, for instance, in the Fountain of Youth. It's going to be on the campus here in Northern California, near San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 6 campuses, and I'm going to hire the 5,000 best scientists in the field of the Fountain of Youth. People right now, we got CRISPR-5 doing miracle things. That's a science technology, gene engineering and whatnot. We got stem cell engineering. So this year, Nuke, all of this came together to a point, technology came together to a point where we're now able to do anything we can imagine, but nobody really knows that right now except me, because everybody is specialized in their field, in their scientific fields. But I look at the whole thing, and I've been looking at it for years, and I've determined that natural death is not natural, and that as of 2019, we now have the ability to start the cure for natural death, to start the cure for all diseases. About 3 weeks ago, it was announced, right now, well, let me finish this thought. About 3 weeks, it was announced that there was a test done with 16 individuals with a three drug cocktail, not drugs, but a 3 cocktail solution that reversed their aging, their biological age, about on average 2.5 years. So we're already there. Google Calico, Google has an arm called Calico, and they are searching, and they've almost found the fountain of youth. If you Google Calico, you will find that they're on it. So all the billionaires are aware of it, and they all want to live forever, and they know we've reached this time without technology that we're able to do that. So what I'm doing is they're all working individually. I mean, we got several companies working on longevity and the fountain of youth. I just boiled it all down to the fountain of youth. But they're working by themselves. What I'm going to do with the Utopia money, the money that I get from the ICO, is I'm going to hire, for instance, in the fountain of youth field, I'm going to hire the 5,000 top scientists by achievement in that field to work together. I'm going to bring them to the San Francisco to work together to speed this up, because right now it would probably take us, from this point here, it would probably take us another 50 to 100 years to actually achieve biological immortality, where you be able to, where there's no diseases, and you be able to basically select the age you want to be at in perfect health. And so I want to speed that up. I want all of that to be done within 10 years. That's why I'm going to, in addition to the 5, pardon me?
I said, okay.
Yeah, so in addition to the 5,000 top scientists, I'm going to also bring the 200 best research R&D labs in that field to work with those 5,000 scientists. And that's going to be just on one campus. There's several. I will be building 5 campuses on this Silicon Valley 2.0 complex in Northern California. And the other campuses are going to be Utopia Worldwide. That's where we're going to end. That's where we're going to have zero crime, zero homelessness, zero poverty, zero hospitals, no climate change, no war, and we're going to eliminate all nuclear weapons. The third campus is going to be Earth 2.0. That's where we're going to, this are all for Utopia citizens. So when the ICO comes out, you're going to be able to be a Utopia citizen. To become a Utopia citizen right now, it only costs 50 cents. But that's going to go up with the ICO. When the ICO comes out, of course, it's going to be supply and demand. And all these things are going to be for Utopia citizens. So with the Earth 2.0 division, it's going to create emergency passes for Utopia citizens to travel to a safe place when Earth is threatened with calamity like climate change, nuclear war, or a direct hit from a killer asteroid. The fourth division is mental teleportation, and that's going to be to provide the ability for Utopia citizens to travel from point A to point B in an instant, and in involuntary confinement, child slavery, kidnapping, torture. They're already working on this with quantum computing. We're looking at, they already are able to transport the same physical item from one point to another point instantaneously. They're doing that right now. I'm going to get the 5,000 best scientists in that field here to work with the 200 best companies in that field to work on speeding this up so we can do it within 10 years. The fifth is Resurrection Technology Division that's going to be on the Silicon Valley 2.0 campus. And that's going to be the ability for Utopia citizens to make arrangements to come back after death when the fountain of youth is available. The sixth and last is quantum supremacy. That's when Google has just achieved it. They just announced that they achieved it. And quantum supremacy is where all the computers on Earth, all the supercomputers, the calculation that it would take them 10,000 years to perform today, quantum supremacy can do it in 3 minutes or less. So we'll be able to do things that we can't even begin to imagine. And I want to achieve all these things within 10 years, and it's all going to be financed that's why I created 1 trillion Utopia coins and 10 billion Utopia citizen tokens for people to become Utopia citizens. So that's the gist of it, of what the project is right now. And if after January 13th, it goes up $1 or $2, I'm thinking it's going to go up, over $100 easily because of what it offers to Utopia citizens. So probably in a week or two, I'm going to be joining this incubator that's going to take my whole project, and they're going to present it in front of 100,000 plus investors. So any investor that wants to get it, and it's going to be a success because of what I'm doing, because of what the project means. Like there's nothing behind it. Bitcoin now, there's nothing behind it. There's no project or nothing. It just, if you believe in the coin is going to go up, you buy it. If you don't, you don't buy it. This has a whole project behind it, and it's doable. And the new science that I created will enable all of this to work together to create a utopia society.
Okay, Larry. Now, that's a lot of information. I'm going to see if I can break down what you've given to us into a more palatable take so that the listeners can get a better grip on what it is that you're offering here with this Utopia project. Now, sir, in so many words, you're going to eliminate things that have been plaguing us as humans for quite some time. And with that being the case, you plan on getting rid of that bastard that they call death. So I got to touch on what I want to touch on before we run out of time. I want to touch on 3 aspects at least of what you've talked about. Now, with this death, how it's a lot that you got going on here, Larry. I will say it like that, man, because this is a monumental task that you plan on taking on with this with Utopia project. Now, I see that you plan on using the blockchain. Before we touch to death, we'll touch on this blockchain technology. Now, I see you plan on using the blockchain technology with your ICO and the Utopia coins. Now, and also you also touched on quantum computing. That is something that I'm a little bit familiar with. Now, I need to ask you about Silicon Valley 2.0 and how does that how does that come into play with what the Utopia Project is offering?
Well, we're here right now. I live in Silicon Valley 2.0. San Francisco is part of Silicon Valley 2.0. Is a major part of it. So I'm here with a lot of talent. A lot of great geniuses are here in this area with great ideas. Silicon Valley 2.0, this is all Silicon Valley 1.0. Silicon Valley 2.0, it's just the name of a complex that's going to run border between San Francisco up Interstate 80 to Sacramento, from there back down to San Jose, and then back up to San Francisco in a triangle. And all of these 6 campuses are going to be in the Silicon Valley 2.0 complex. So Silicon Valley and everything that I'm doing is more advanced and beyond what they're doing in Silicon Valley 1.0 or just Silicon Valley. So this is taking it up on a log scale to do all of this, all these things within 10 years. That's what Silicon Valley 2.0 complex is all about. It's going to be a high-speed technology factory that's going to produce technologies thousands of times more powerful, thousands of times more advanced than current technologies are. That's what's going to be happening with Silicon Valley too. And then the products that we develop are going to be offered to Utopia citizens. That's why when the ICO happens, everybody is going to want to be a Utopia citizen because of what the project. And so, but the thing is about it is that you get the products offered in the order you sign up. So if we just, the people that sign up in the beginning will be offered first. But, let's say not that there's 7 billion people in the world. Let's say, and I've created 10 billion Utopia citizen tokens. Let's say eventually 6 billion sign up, to be able to stay alive, to keep their family alive, to be able to not be confined against their will, to be able, let's say, 7 billion of the 3 billion. So that's going to drive the Utopia citizen token up in price because that's a negotiable. Right. You'll be able to sell that if you don't want it. I don't see why you wouldn't at one time, especially right now it's 50 cents before the ICO. It will not be 50 cents after the ICO. So it could be $1,000 per token after the ICO. So people that buy Utopia coins right now and buy Utopia citizen tokens before January 13th, that's people that they're going to become millionaires because the price is going to drive the price up. So that's what Silicon Valley is all about, is catering to Utopia citizens with miracles and that we'd be able to do. See, right now, everybody is working on everything. These brilliant scientists out there working, but they got blinders on. They're working on one thing, gene splicing. The other group, the other scientists are working on CRISPR-5. That's doing miraculous things for people. So none of them are working on it all together. I'm going to bring everybody, all these top scientists together to work on these 5 different campuses in Silicon Valley 2.0.
Okay. And another thing I want to touch on this Fountain of Youth vaccine. What is this Fountain of Youth vaccine that you have discovered out there, sir? It's going to be a vaccine. A vaccine that's what it's going to be. But in the beginning, like I say, it's starting out to be a 3 cocktail, like what I was explaining about the other day. I mean, to you a few minutes ago, that
20 people have been biologically, their ages have been biologically reversed by an average of 2.5 years. And now that's something that nobody could have dreamed of before. They took all these scientific measurements before and after, and by this 3-drug cocktail, taking it for a year, everybody's age, that would be like you, whatever age you at right now, you would be 2.5 years younger, literally. So that's all starting right now. I'm going to take that and put it on steroids because I want it to be done within 10 years, where it's offered. It could be offered to the vaccine, could be offered to Utopian citizens within 10 years. And all of this is going to attract people to want to sign up to become Utopian citizens, because it's just something that's unimaginable and something that's highly desired and have been forever. You see, now, over the last, our strongest instinct is self-preservation, but it's been diluted over the centuries. And so it's no longer our most powerful instinct. It only comes into play now when we, on our deathbed. Then we want to, really do anything to live. Well, it should be like that all the time. And that's the way it is with me. I love life. I want to live. I don't want to die. And I love people. And I want my family here forever. I want to be here forever, in perfect health. And so other people are going to want that too. And so that's where all this is leading with the ICO. Once the incubator takes over and is introduced to over 100,000 investors, I'm going to get all kinds of investors want to come on board. But I will never create a corporation and give shares to anyone. They're going to have to come on board by buying Utopia coin. So that's what the plan. Yes.
And that's what the plan is. Okay, now I got one more question before we get out of here. Running a little bit behind on time, but I do want to know. How are you planning to get this word out there to people, letting them know that these wonderful and exciting and beautiful exotic things exist, and how they can take advantage of them?
Well, yeah, that's what the incubator is waiting on me now to present a pitch deck, and then they're going to accept me in. But they're going to be doing most of the work. Once we introduce it to the investors, I'm going to have to be going and speaking in front of investors' dinners and making presentations and whatnot. So all of this is going to be marketed, before January 13th to build up the excitement and the suspense of what self-preservation technology is offering. So it's all to build up for the ICO when it starts at 12 midnight, January 13th. So at that point, I expect the Utopia coin to go up hundreds of dollars or more, and also I expect the same thing from the Utopia Citizen token. Now, you asked about the blockchain. Both the tokens and the coins, Utopia coins, are in the Ethereum blockchain. And that's where once people purchase the coins, they have their own key. It's a digital key that only they have. So if someone paid me $25, went on my site and bought 1 million Utopia coins for $25, they will own that in the Ethereum blockchain, and they could get it any time. They can watch the price go up and everything after the ICO. They could take the coins out, give them to somebody else, they could also, let's say somebody bought them $1 million for $25, and it goes up $1, they're going to have $1 million, just like that. So that's how I'm going to end homelessness. Also, I'm going to go to everybody on welfare rolls. I'm going to go to San Francisco and say, hey, purchase citizenships for all your citizens on welfare. It only costs 50 cents right now before the ICO, and purchase them $25 worth of Utopia coins, and you won't have no welfare roll anymore after the ICO.
Okay.
So
that's how you're going to do the homelessness and yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. That's how I'm going to do the homelessness and everything is going to be, I'm going to be telling Utopia citizens, sign up to become, in the resurrection technology, if you're up there in age, sign up now to make arrangements to come back after death when the fountain of youth is available. So it goes all the way down the line. It's all good stuff. It's nothing evil. It's all people-friendly. It's going to save lives. It's going to end wars because this also has an interstellar component to it. Earth 2.0 is about, pardon me?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to buy SpaceX. I don't know if you heard SpaceX and all of these.
Yes, sir.
Virgin Galactic. Yes, Virgin Galactic is working on getting, creating interstellar civilizations. So I'm going to buy Virgin Galactic. I'm going to buy SpaceX and let them work together. Also, Jeff Bezos from Amazon is working on with his space program. Well, everybody's working on this. They divide it. Let's bring all the experts together, and let's work on it so we can get this done within 10 years. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, that sounds like a plan, Larry. I do appreciate all the information you came here informing us about this Utopia project that you got working on. How can we find out more information about this project and go in and get some of this get some of these Utopia coins before the ICU gets out there?
Well, you can go to selfpreservationtechnology.com and click on invest, and you'll see all the Utopia coins there, and you'll see one Utopia citizen coin there for 50 cents. You'll see all the other Utopia coins there for, if you want to get $1 million, you'll see that you pay $25. You can use PayPal or your credit card. And so, or you can call me direct at 707-384-4120 for information directly from me. And I could also guide you through, how to invest in it on my website if you cannot navigate it on your own.
Okay, that sounds like a plan, sir. So, Larry, before we get out of here, man, anything else you want to drop on our audience before anything, any jewels of wisdom or any things that you got going on, sir? You want to let them know about what you got?
Okay, yes. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I just want everybody to please get back in touch with your self-preservation instinct and stop thinking death is inevitable, because it's not. There's no such thing as natural death. We shouldn't be dying like we are. So diseases and everything should have been cured centuries ago. But because of wars, hate, nationalism, and the thousands of different faiths and confusions, we've retarded our growth and advancement by centuries. So all of this, what I'm doing, should have been done centuries ago. And I also want to thank you, Nuck, for presenting a platform like this so people like me can present their case to the public and to tell them what's out there. And it's not it's more than what's going on Netflix and the entertainment that's around. There's things going on that's transformational and that's going to change people's lives. And it only came to be in 2019. Before 2019, I couldn't be talking to you like this. But everything has came together in 2019 from the scientific and technological view where we can now do anything. And so I want people to think on don't give in to death, fight it. And one way you can fight it is to become a utopia citizen, to affirm to yourself that, hey, it's a chance that I might not die. That right there will shave years off your life, because believing you're going to die, your body, it acts on that. And when you sign up for life insurance and, wills and everything, you're telling yourself, I'm getting ready to die. I might as well get ready to pass this on to someone else. And so that further strengthens and increases your body's potential to take years off your life in preparation for you dying, because you believe it's going to happen and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's good science right there, Larry. That definitely is. I appreciate you dropping that on the audience. And I appreciate you also coming through and blessing us with that information about the Utopia Project as well. That's something that everybody needs to get in there in touch with. So definitely go to that website and check out what my man Larry got going on. And once again, man, everybody out there in my listening audience, Larry, thank you so much for coming through, man. I definitely appreciate those wisdoms that you was dropping on us. And everybody out there in the listening audience, man, stay tuned, man, because you're going to hear about Larry in the near future. You definitely will, Mr. Larry D Bluford. Man, this is the young man Nuke. And you've been listening to Fresh Radio, where we bring you the family revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip-hop. Man, you guys have a nice evening. Peace.